Following on from part 1, I had just 4 more routes left to run to complete my blue book of Luxembourg.
Right now, I feel like I'm in Milton Keynes. This is just very Milton Keynes.
In total, I made 12 routes that crisscross around Luxembourg City, which I physically drove in order to learn the city better.
Well, that's your National Sports and Culture Centre. Public transport is free in Luxembourg. I'm a mug for using my own petrol. Why would I do that? Yeah, route de Arlon. Bosh. Okay, so now we've got to carry on until we just see the stadium. Should we turn right? Because I don't think we can set on the main street. Recycling centre. Yeah, that's the old one, the old Park Plaza. Stay there. Forward Avenue de Liberty. Yeah, I know that. What a beautiful day it is in Luxembourg. This is fantastic. Cyclist, trams, people. So this is now Boulevard Petrus because it runs across the top of the valley where the River Petrus runs through it. So we're going to get a left into Rue de Prague. In London, you know you're quite clearly on the North Bank or the South Bank, and you get a little bit of a twist, I suppose, when you go over Westminster, but under the viaduct, and this is how you then get to Newminster Abbey as well.
Some of these routes weren't exactly as Google Maps described, and required a bit more work.
Right, let's go have a look, see if I can actually park. It is, look, they've just taken out the whole road here, look. Should I get up and have a little look? Go on, let's just do what we used to do on the night. You get out and on your bike.
What would have been ideal for this moment was some kind of a tool that I could transport instantly to Luxembourg City, and then I'd know if I could drive through the skate park or not. The thing is, such a tool doesn't exist, but there is a piece of software that comes pretty close, and that is NordVPN. Nord is a virtual private network that keeps your browser data hidden, masks your IP address, and protects you from anybody who might be snooping on you. Perfect use case. Last month, I was away in Stockholm, Sweden, so I was using a lot of public Wi-Fi when I was working on my laptop. Public Wi-Fi, of course, is notoriously insecure, so you can connect to any server in the world and you have that protection. It also saved me money when I was booking the trip, which will cover the cost of subscription in itself. How do I do this? Well, using NordVPN, I put myself on a Swedish server, even though I'm sat here in the UK. I then go ahead, book my flight from London to Sweden, and you get the reduced rate because it thinks you're already based in Sweden. And don't worry, it's super simple to use. Once you've signed up, you just download an app on any device of your choice. One account will actually cover 6 devices. Sign in, choose which server you want to connect to, and bosh, you're protected. But it gets even better. For NordVPN's 11th birthday, go to my link, nordvpn.com/Tom the Taxi Driver, and sign up for a 2-year plan. There, you'll get a bonus 1 month free and a bonus gift. It's also risk-free with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Give it a go, get yourself protected. Now that you've found the best offer with NordVPN, it's time for me to try and find the Luxembourg skate park.
Right, parked. And the skate park's over there somewhere. Because the road might not even exist. And in which case, I've just got to tell my passengers to go elsewhere. But it screws up the next run, because my next run started from the skate park and went elsewhere. So, let's give it a go. Honestly, the planning was absolutely fine, but it's not until you get here. This clearly was never a road. So the road must have been over there. I can't work out where in relation to this bridge, which side of the river the skate park is. And only when I go through there will it all just sort of click into place. This is the old ancient bridge. Honestly, it's just like something out of Tony Hawk's. Nice bowl over there, cradle. Well, that's the route I was going to drive down. Don't think I'll be driving along that. And that is the bridge. Now, Route 10 is a problem because I was going to do from the skate park over to a running track. So I'm thinking if I can somehow get onto that route... It wants me to drive along that route that I can't drive on. I can see why people don't want to drive in Luxembourg. This is crap. Bosh. Okay, I've got it. So we're just down over there. That's where the skate park is. So in theory, the road would have come all the way along there and come up here. My sole reason for trying to learn this road is it gives you an alternative rather than going up around the top into the city. But there's no other way of doing it. It's the route I just did, or the route where you go back around Boulevard Royal. We go forward into Rue Mary Adelaide. There's the running track. Right, and then sit down on the left. Sick. That's a running track. That is a running track. Look at all them trams and buses. It's like a bus station. Look, it's like a tram museum. Seen enough trams, let's go home. Tramway museum to the Rotund. Leave by right Rue de Bouillon, and that's going to put us back into town. Forward Rue de Hollerich, and you're pretty much pointing at the station. The Rotund is on the other side of the station. Forward Rue de Hollerich, right Gare de Place, left Bonnefoy, right. Place de la Gare, left Roquet Bonnefoy, set down on left the Rotund, in Place de Rotunda. Then you have a set down on left. There's Jamie Clarkson walking a dog. Look, there you go. That's Villa Vauban. Right, now, I can't just leave on right because, as you'll notice, there is a tramway here. That's Boulevard Joseph II, and that is Boulevard Grand Duchess Charlotte. I'm getting confident with this. Getting a little bit too confident. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get right here, because I haven't gone right here yet. Because that would take you all the way down to Place de Gare. Set down on right. Oh, this is the part, Place des Martyrs. Right, I thought it was the building. Okay, good I came here then. That's Place des Martyrs. Right-hand drive, rather.
With the Blue Book done, I headed back to the hotel and had a good revision of what I had just driven.
It is in true murder detective style fashion. I've put all my runs up on here, so I've now run all 12 of these, and I'm going to go through them, try and revise them and learn them, and then also just go through that map and just try and work out if there's any other use cases.
I can be tested on anything within the city of Luxembourg. So to make the best use of my time, I went for a quick cycle to see if there was anything I was missing. And there was one crucial road, Rue Sosfin Weiss, close to Chemin de la Corniche and Newminster Abbey. This is a road that joins Boc du Casemates with Newminster Abbey.
So tomorrow morning we'll do that. So I stood up there last night. That's Newminster Abbey. This is two-way here, so this works. There's another road that goes up there that joins somewhere, but Google was telling me yesterday that's like a no-go zone, don't do it.
That's my 24 hours up. How will I fare in my examination?
So this is it, this examination process. I'm going to get some pronunciations wrong because I don't really speak French, but we're going to go away. So Caitlin's going to give me a few different routes, points of interest, and the most difficult of all is going to be point to point. So, Caitlin, if you can pick any one of those 12 routes.
Michael Lucas High School to Saint Statue of Charlotte.
So Michel Lucas High School is on Avenue Pasteur. The Statue of Charlotte is on Rue de la O. To get there, we leave on right, Avenue Pasteur, left, Rue Jean-Baptiste Frezes, right, Avenue Victor Hugo, forward Avenue de la Porte-Neuve, right, Boulevard Royal, forward and bear left on the Boulevard Royal, left Boulevard Franklin Delano Roosevelt, left Rue Chimay, right Rue Notre Dame, forward Rue de la O, set down on right.
Embassy of China to Central Hospital de Luxembourg.
The Embassy of China is on, it's by Rue Le Chateau or Mount de Domeldange. The Central Hospital Luxembourg is Rue Nicolas Ernest Babel. Leave the Chinese embassy by Mount de Domeldange, forward Rue de Chateau, right Route de Echtenach, which then forwards into Rue Auguste Lavelle, left Place Joseph Francois de Argent, right Route Mullenbach, forward Rue de Rollegarand, right Val Saint Andre, bear left Rue Alexandra Fleming, left Rue Nicolas Ernest Babel, and then we set that down on right.
Skatepark Paris to Running Track Merv.
This is one I can't really remember very well because it was difficult to actually run this. So I believe this leaves by Rue de Semois, right Rue du Jardinier, and that forwards into, I think it's Avenue Marie
Avenue Marie something, I can't think of the name of it. Then you bear right on that Avenue Marie, and then we go right onto possibly Boulevard Pierre Dupont, set down on left at the running track.
Villa Vauban to Place des Martyrs?
Place des Martyrs. So Villa Vauban, Place des Martyrs. So Villa Vauban is on Avenue Emile Ruta. It's kind of like a gardeny sort of place, I think. Quite hard to leave because there's like a tramway track there. And Place des Martyrs is like a square on Avenue de la Liberté. Leave on right Avenue Emile Ruta, left Boulevard Grand Duchess Charlotte. Then we get a left into... it's Avenue Mère Therese, I think. Oh god, that's so clear. But you go past the Hotel Grand Plaza, you get a right over the Pont Adolphe Bridge, and then you go forward into Avenue de la Liberté and set down on right.
Alright, now we're going to do test 4 points of interest.
Ooh.
So, Mama Shelter, Luxembourg.
The Mama Shelter Luxembourg is on the east side of Rue Johannes Kepler.
I thought this one might be appropriate to you. Holy Ghost Tattoo.
Holy Ghost Tattoo is on Boulevard Franklin Delano Roosevelt. It's on the south side.
The Chemin de la Corniche.
Chemin de la Corniche is called the most beautiful balcony in like all of Europe, and it's like it looks over into the old town, over into Minster. You can access it from, I can't think of the south side access, but the top access is by Monte de Clausen.
The Doubletree by Hilton Luxembourg.
Doubletree by Hilton Luxembourg is Rouge on England.
Maurice Mansfield.
Brasserie Mansfield is on it's on the west side of Rue de la Tour Jacob.
Alright, now we're going to do 4 runs picking from point of interest. Are you ready?
Okay, so this is going to be the difficult one. So you're just going to pick a random point. I have to know where that is, and we're going to go to another random point. Hopefully I know where that is.
We'll start off nice and easy. Skate park, Paris.
Yep.
To Hall Victory Hugo.
Now I'm going to leave the skate park by a certain way because it's right in the middle of the Petrus Valley, and then when we filmed it, you'll notice I couldn't actually walk to the skate park. So you can either leave it by Rue de Semois, or you can leave it by St. Quirin, and I think I'm going to leave it by St. Quirin, and then Avenue Victor Hugo. Victor Hall Sports Centre is on Avenue Victor Hall. Avenue Victor Hugo. I'm going to leave the skate park Petrus by that dodgy car park that I parked in, which is Rue St. Quirin, and that gets us right onto Rue de Prague. You go forward underneath the Passerelle Viaduct, which is then Rue de Prague. We're then going to go left onto Boulevard de la Petrus. And then immediately we're going to get a left into, going over the Passerelle Viaduct. You then go forward into Tunnel René Conen, which takes us directly underneath the statue of Grand Charlotte. You go forward Côte d'Itch, and as you come out into the light, you're going to do a left into Boulevard Royal. Then going to get a right into Avenue de la Porte-Neuve, forward into Avenue Victor Hugo, set down on right.
We're going to do the Ibis style Luxembourg Centre here to the recycling centre in Luxembourg.
This is right in the middle of a one-way system. So the Ibis Styles Luxembourg Gare, which I put in because that's the hotel I stayed at, is on Rue Adolphe Fischer, and the recycling centre is on Rue de Stade, which is off of Route de Arlon. Yes, the Ibis Styles is really tucked in within a one-way system, and I can't really think of a good way out of there. So I'm going to call it safe and legal. So this will be quite a long route, but hopefully when you look at this on the map, this will all make sense. So it will be going a little bit around the long way. I know there's going to be a shorter route if we go out west, but I just want to get us there legally. So it's on the north side of Rue Adolf Fischer. So leave on the right, Rue Adolf Fischer. We get a right onto Fort Wilhelm, which is the name of the car park, and we get the right into Rue de Strasbourg. You then get a right into Avenue de la Liberté. We're going to go past the train station, Place de la Guerre. And then from there, we're going to get a left into Rocade de Bonnevoie, forward Rue de Bonnevoie, which then forwards into Rue de la Laboratory. That then bare lefts into Avenue de Charles Gaulle, left Boulevard de Avranches, right over the La Passerelle Viaduct, forward into Boulevard Franklin Delano Roosevelt, which forwards into Avenue Mère Therese. Gonna get a right into Rue Prince Henry, left into Avenue Emile Reuter, forward Route de Arlon, right Rue de Stade, and we set down on right at the recycling centre. I'm hoping there's no illegals on that.
We are going to start at Scott's Pub, and we're then going to go on to the Casino of Luxembourg.
It's not actually a casino, that's just the name of an art place.
But you had a pint none already ago.
Yeah, so Scott's Pub is Rue Munster, and Casino Luxembourg is on Rue Notre Dame. Okay, so from there to Rue Notre Dame, Rue Munster to Casino. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. It's very similar to the skate park ones. So we're going to go leave that by Rue Munster, forward Pontgrund, which is a very small bridge, forward Rue Minster, left Rue St Ulrich, forward Rue de Prague, underneath the Passerelle Viaduct, forward Rue de Prague, left Boulevard de la Petrus, left over the Passerelle Viaduct, forward Boulevard Franklin Delano Roosevelt, right Rue Chimay, left Rue Notre Dame, set down on left.
Rue Saint-Louis. Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah, it's a road, Rue Saint-Louis. So the north side is Rue Mount de Clausen, and the south side is Rue Munster, I think. There's a street there, yeah, okay.
Cool. And then we will go to the Embassy of China.
This is a disgusting run. Oh my word. I sort of can see it. I could probably drive it, but I'm definitely not going to be able to call this. Oh no, actually I can. No, I'll have a way out of this actually. So Rue Weiss, or whatever it is the road that when I ran out on my Brompton bike and was looking down at the street, that's Rue Weiss, which had to, connect stuff up. So to run this one, I'm going to keep this nice and crude. So we're going to leave that by right Rue Weiss. So we're going to come under Bocchi Casemates, which then gets us we can get a hard right into Mont de Clausen. Then you go over the bridge at Mont de Clausen. You then bear right into Boulevard Victor Fawn. And then we go forward into Boulevard Jean Ovelin, right into Côte d'Itch, which then forwards into Place Joseph Francois d'Argent. We're going to get a right into Rue Auguste Lavelle, forward Rue de Ecdenat, left Rue de Château, forward Mount de Domodange, and then the Chinese embassy should be on the right hand side. Was it enough to pass the knowledge? What does our examiner say?
Well, Mr. Tom Hutley, we will see you in 56 days. Thank you for coming.
Oh, jeez.
Right, let's go home. Anyone know where London is?